We were well within our rights protesting, he said. He added he does not believe that the Flaccid Rat can be repaired. Flaccid Rat, great band.
Flaccid Rat.
Stick around, make a sound, there's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, are you looking for the perfect gift for mom or another loved one?
The Skylight Digital Photo Frame is a sweet and meaningful gift that will give you a new way to stay in touch with those you love. It's so simple and fun to use, even if you're not tech savvy.
And as a special Mother's Day offer, get 10% off, up to $30 off your frame when you go to skylightframe.com/DPT. That's to get 10% off, up to $30 off your purchase of a Skylight frame. Just go to skylightframe.com/DPT. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/DPT. Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Larson. Jay Larson. You're here, buddy. I'm so happy
Good
you're
to fucking
here.
see you.
Look at this beautiful
Dude, it is
guy.
so
Jay,
good to
it's a
see you.
baby wheel, Jay.
Great to be. What?
It's a baby fucking wheel, Jay.
Good to see
Remember
you.
that clip? The guy on the
Yeah,
boat?
of course.
Sure.
I love that.
Sunfish. You
Look
love
at
those
it,
guys.
Jay.
You know-
Look at
Jay,
it.
look at
Oh,
it.
that
We're
thing
just-
looks hurt, bro.
So many people hit me up. They're like,
Of course.
Do you
Is
know?
that-
I'm like,
are you Jay?
yeah. So
Take a look at it, Jay. We're just imagining a guy going like,
Nope. Jay, look at it. Look. Point your face at the thing, Jay.
everyone in Boston's a walking dichotomy. They're like sweet and sensitive, but they'll punch you in the face. They're dumb, but they read. You know what I mean?
Have you heard? You haven't,
but they read.
Huh?
you haven't heard my Boston story yet?
No.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's-
I can't wait
it's-
for us to be at a festival or
Because
something.
it's everything you just described. It's everything
I'm not
you
gonna.
just said.
I'm not gonna do it. To
Don't
your
give it up
house.
here.
Listen, all right.
Don't give it here.
All right.
Jay Larson, I'm so happy you're here. First of all, let's just take a moment to speak to the public and say you were fantastic directing all of the sketches that we did on the Nosebleed. You did a wonderful job,
Had
dude.
so much fun.
So good,
so much
so
fun.
talented. And you are one of the best stand-up comedians we know, and you have a new stand-up special. We'll
sure
talk
do.
about that later. Stop bringing it up here.
I wanted to tease it.
Here's what I'm going to tease. I'm going to tease the fact that we have a Patreon. And our Patreon, we do unbelievable stories that are sent in by you guys. So this is a great way to support us as comedians and the show.
Fuck that. It's a great for them to support themselves.
That's what I'm
Enjoy
saying.
the
Good
show.
time.
Entertainment.
Killer shit. Submit your dumb story, and we'll give it the DPT
Hearing
treatment.
people's
Dumb
their
stories
own
from their
dumb
lives
story
that
of, like,
we make fun of
possums
them.
in their bedrooms or falling into cactus gardens makes me not happy that happened.
No, but it gives
Do you
me
want to
joy.
get roasted by us?
Yeah,
we'll
here we
roast
go.
the hell out
Join
of you
our
through this
Dumb
thing.
People Town
Plus,
Patreon.
you might catch a Greenlee over if you're on
Ooh.
the Patreon. Okay.
All right,
It's only
Dan, we have
$5.
a story. Let's jump into this right away. We'll
Yeah, you
talk
ready?
about Jay's new special in the second segment.
This was sent in by Liz Haggerty at Liz Haggerty.
Love her.
What's up, Liz?
What's
Now,
up,
Liz
Liz?
sent it in first. I have a little notation here.
Okay.
For myself. Liz sent it in first, but it was a link, or the link, from Short Huey Long Jacket at _good_okay that
I
made it
want
into
a
the show.
girl
So
with
she
a
sent the story
short
first,
Huey and a
but that link wasn't very good.
long jacket.
That link wasn't, once you sent it, it didn't have enough details.
All right, so you got to get the story with the details.
And then at good okay was like, how about this link?
Okay,
So I wanted
good.
to give both credit.
Thank
Also, at the end of this story, we get to play a game we haven't played in a very long time.
I'm
Yahtzee?
excited.
Is it Yahtzee?
Whose home state did this happen in?
Oh, I love it.
It could be Massachusetts. It could be Illinois. It could be Missouri.
Iowa.
Missouri.
I would also accept Wisconsin for myself. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here's the headline. Inflatable rat
Is what?
stabbed at aptly named funeral home. Inflatable rat stabbed at aptly named.
Someone walks into a
Someone
funeral home.
I'm going
said,
to murder this inflatable
No,
rat.
they're just like, this is supposed to be a funeral. It's supposed to be classy. Why is this rat here? I'm going to take it down.
You know the only time you see inflatable rats. An inflatable rat met its demise in front of a Springfield funeral home on Monday.
Met its demise.
So the rat is the mascot of the funeral
I
home.
think it's a blow up out front.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not.
No,
it's all started when a group of union roofers were
God.
protesting outside of Stab funeral homes.
Wait, what? It's called Stab Funeral
It's a
Homes?
family name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
David Stab.
We only take people who died by way of knife.
Yes.
Diane
it's a
Gory
discount.
stab.
It's a
It's a
discount.
discount. You get a
It's a
discount.
stab discount. How'd she die? Cancer. But was there a chance she got stabbed with a prick?
Before she died,
If you
can
know
just
you're
shove a
going to
knife
die,
in her leg
if
so
you
that we
know
can
you're
give you
going to
the
die,
discount?
stick the thing in.
Yeah, you get a little stab. Okay, so what's happening is union workers are protesting. They always use the inflatable rat Did you guys you've never seen this?
This is a union worker.
I've seen it out here in LA.
It's a union job.
Yeah, well,
That's
they
what
wanted
they
to.
do.
They're the roofers for
the
this.
roofers, for the
so
funeral
they
home.
must have hired roofers.
Big is the stab funeral.
Well, I'm just saying it's a business, and they hired non-union roofers.
Gotcha.
Oh, so they're like, you dirty rats.
Right. They objected, to the longtime Springfield business using non-union labor.
That's right.
As part of the protest, the inflatable rat, which was intended to call public attention to companies employing non-union labor,
Can we call it Rodney the rat?
after seeing the rat, a woman came out of the funeral home angry. I'm going to ask you guys,
She works
how
for
big
Stab.
do you think this inflatable rat is?
How big is it, Jay?
I'm gonna say it's between 12 and 16 feet.
Pick one.
I said between.
No, you got to pick one, bro.
All right,
Pick a
then
number.
I'll say it's 10 feet tall.
Okay.
I think it is.
Wait, did you say between?
And you made me make a choice, Dan. And in that time, I
went below it.
renegotiated with
You went
myself and I
below it.
said, listen, 16's a little out of control.
I'm going to steal it. I'm going to say it's 16.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's 23 feet tall.
Okay.
It's big.
One of you is only one number off.
Okay.
So you all get to adjust.
15.
It's 101 feet high.
Okay.
No, 15.
What are you wrong with you?
One
That's one
numbers.
number off.
No.
That's fair.
Up or down.
Thank
He
you.
says 15. I say 22.
Okay.
What do you say?
11 or
11.
9? Okay, 11.
The rat is 15 feet
Thank
tall.
you, Jay, for giving
You're
me
close
the...
with that 16.
I know,
You
but,
said
you know.
between 12 and 16. You
This is the rat. Imagine someone in your life has passed away, and this is what you roll up to go say goodbye
It
to
says,
grandma.
Shame on you for getting buried here at the Stab.
First of all, the roof looks terrible.
I think it looks
Well,
you know what I mean?
non-union labor.
I mean, what do you want? But I mean,
this
don't they have
rat.
to have like a compressor out there? How are you keeping that thing inflated?
Listen, you don't cut on the roof?
Here's what I
Rat
like.
on the front lawn.
I don't know.
I like this guy
Float it.
who was
Float
like,
it.
"Hey,
Hey,
You guys taking
we're
a pic?
protesting. It's like I'm not going to wave at you."
who died today?
Yeah,
Who
right.
died and made you rat?
John Nix, business manager for Roofers Local 112,
I support the union, so
said the woman came running, hollering, and screaming and had a knife that was maybe 4 to 6 or 7 inches long.
that's not a knife.
Sounds like he's also guessing the height of the rat.
Yeah.
It's a knife.
4, 5, 7.
I don't know what she was screaming, but she was screaming. And then she stabbed the rat 8 times in the back.
Okay.
Well, that's on brand for the funeral part.
100%.
That's what they do.
Are you
there.
going to shoot a pellet in that thing? No, we're Stab Funeral Home.
Wouldn't
Go
you
out
say-
there.
Take a
go out
stab in
there,
the dark.
Barbara.
She
Honey,
was mad.
Go out there, Barbara, and you stab that
A little
thing.
on the nose. Maybe we don't go stab
Well, not on the
something, I'm
nose,
saying.
in the back.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
How long had it been out there? Do they give us that stat?
Nick says he wasn't afraid until the woman got done stabbing the rat. I don't know that it does
You
say
want
how
some
long.
of this, Nikki?
I didn't know what she was going to do with the knife then, he said. Nick said she called the police and the woman returned to the funeral home. Enter the woman, Lauren Stab.
Oh, God.
A funeral home director is charged with criminal damage to property.
You know what? Sharp gal.
But it's on their property, isn't it?
But it's their property. The rat is the property of.
But they put it
Right,
on their
but if
property.
they put the rat on your property, that's...
I'm guessing it
Can you
can't be
stand
on
your
their
ground?
property.
Can you stand your ground with a rat?
You can't protest on someone else's property,
It's
right?
probably on just the
Like
union
the picket
on
lines
city
are on the
property.
sidewalk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
So
right
you
out
can't-
front. Let's see that, Dan. Let me see it.
It's more of a.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the
I
sidewalk.
wanted to say causeway, and then I realized I have
Common
no idea
grounds.
what that
It's
is.
a Boston thing. There's the causeway,
There's a
bro.
causeway, bro.
Okay.
Kid.
Lauren is the daughter of Paul John Stab II.
Oh, my God. Paul
that-
John Stab is like...
PJ Stab.
It could have been a pope or a cardinal.
Paul John Stab. Yeah.
He's the funeral home owner who was named on the banner accompanying the inflatable rat. So it says PJ Stab, shame on you.
PJ Stab does sound like a TGI Fridays.
Yes,
knock.
PJ Stabs.
You going down to
It's
PJ
steak.
Stab?
It's obviously steak because you got to cut it.
Stab.
We're going down.
Hit.
We're going down.
Dude,
for
what do you want to do, kids? Dave and Buster's, TGI Fridays, or PJ Stabs?
We're
And
going to
also,
PJ Stabs.
Pay what you weigh at PJ Stabs. You kidding me?
Also for the kids, they got PB and J,
Peanuts. You can
PB and J Stabs.
You can't get that anywhere.
Peanuts, you
but
can
skewers.
crack them and drop them on the floor. They
You guys
want to
make
They don't
s'mores?
care.
You can make s'mores at PJ Stabs. They put a light of
we
fire.
bring out the animal, you stab it yourself.
Peanut butter and jelly stabs.
Who wants a raccoon, kids?
You
They got to have the most lowest grade steak.
PJ
What
It's
is
like a
it?
Ponderosa.
it horse meat? It's
You
raccoon
remember
meat.
Ponderosa?
USDA grade B.
I've been to Ponderosa.
Yeah, Ponderosa was wonderful. It was
I
like
know.
$7 for a steak.
I like
and then
the
they had a buffet. I
square
took
grill
Rosemary there
marks
once,
on
and like we went there in like 2017, 2018.
If you said you
Ponder-
have to eat 27 pieces of Texas toast to save your family at Ponderosa, I'd be like, my family's going to be saved.
do you think you'd throw up though?
Nope.
What were you gonna say?
Ponderosa just sounds like something out of like casino. Like, oh, they opened the Ponderosa.
Yeah, it
down
does
the
sound like
strip.
an old
right?
casino.
But hold on a second. They didn't have the second on the sign on the rat.
No, they just had PJ Stab.
So they're throwing it on the guy's dad.
That's right. Throwing on dad.
Disrespect my dad? Get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna besmirch his name?
So
I'll
Lauren's
take
the
this rat
daughter.
down on the back.
Lauren's the daughter of Paul, John, Stab, and Ringo II. The funeral home owner was named on the inflatable rat. Stab, when reached by this publication on Tuesday, said she needed to consult with her lawyer to see if it was advisable to be interviewed. The newspaper did not immediately hear back from her.
Yeah.
No shit.
So she called the lawyer and was like, "Hey, let's not.
Don't talk to anyone.
Don't give your testimony out here."
Johnny Nix, who either sounds like he's from possibly Chicago, St. Louis, or Boston.
Or he runs a prank show at this
Johnny
funeral
Nix?
home.
Or his
Johnny
sister
Nixville?
is Stevie Nicks, and
Stevie
he's done
Nicks.
nothing with his life.
Johnny Nix is a bar that college kids don't go to anymore.
Right. Oh, because we've grown out of it.
The fights.
Dude, we're not
Dollar
going to Johnny
pitchers?
Nix, dude. It's disgusting.
Dollar
Throw up
pitchers
on the
My
floor.
feet stick to the floor at Johnny Nicks. I'm not
Exactly.
going there.
Right. We went there one time and you met a girl. Now you always want to go back to Johnny Nix.
Johnny Nix.
Remember, and they don't have the doors got ripped off all the stalls. Remember
So
when
you
that
gotta
guy went in
watch
there and took a
that
shit? We had to look at him in
during
the
the
eyes while he
thing?
was in there.
No.
And he always pretends he's related to Stevie Nicks, and he's not.
Johnny Nix.
Okay. Newspaper didn't hear back from her. Johnny Nix said there was not a funeral happening at the time of the protest. They got
Okay.
class.
Yeah, they're like, look, we're not gonna mess up business.
Right. Well, that is
there
what
will
they're
be.
trying to do.
There will be.
At some point, what are they taking it down in between?
Right. We would never picket a funeral. That's just something we would never do. We were well within our rights protesting, he said. He added he does not believe that the Flaccid Rat can be repaired. Flaccid Rat, great band.
Flaccid Rat. Sounds like a fish song.
The value,
Flaccid Rat.
they didn't say the value of the
Never came
balloon.
back.
It's not a balloon, is it?
It's not a balloon. It's a
It's in the same family, though.
Right.
Inflatable.
Directionally
it's an
balloonish.
inflatable.
It's not
It's like, would you call a pot brownie a joint?
But
No,
if you
it's an
blew
edible.
into a Ziploc bag, you don't call that a
That's
balloon.
a stretch right there. What's that?
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't call that a joint.
No, you call it
No,
an
but
edible.
that's a stretch. What did you say?
If you blew into a Ziploc bag and closed it, would you call that a balloon?
I'd say it's in the same family.
What?
One got marketed. One was just someone being creative. Come
Yeah.
on, what do you
Would
want
you
here?
call a squirrel a rat with a better tail and better marketing?
Yes.
Yes.
And
People
both
love
I don't know
squirrels.
what we're talking about, guys.
People love squirrels. They hate rats.
The value of the big rat balloon is placed at about how much money?
Easy $350.
$350.
$350.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's like $600.
$600.
It's a lot of
I
material.
think they're going to say it's $1,000.
Dude,
they want to
it's
get their money.
22 feet big. It's
It's
huge.
not
15.
22 feet.
15
it's
feet.
15 feet.
Yeah.
Take his victory back from the guest earlier.
15 feet.
The value of the balloon is placed at about, you said 1,000? And you said 350 and you said
600.
600? $5,000.
Dude,
Yeah.
No,
it's not.
It's Union.
Union.
They
Union hands
overcharge.
made it.
They overinflate everything.
Said four guys who all belong in multiple, if not at least one union.
3
I always
unions.
want to be in a union,
You are.
You are. Screen
are
Actors
union.
Guild,
Oh, that's a
bro.
good point.
Here's
Come on,
my
bro.
thing. Wait,
Directors
but a
Guild.
real union. I mean, where guys
No.
would like shiv someone.
or create a rat. Wait, so shouldn't
Where they
this
protest
be?
a funeral?
Yeah.
Shouldn't this be Deflategate?
Yeah,
more
this
than
is
whatever
more than-
Tom Brady
this
went
is
through. It should be
Deflategate.
this.
What did Tom Brady do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
We'd never pick at a funeral. The first inflatable rat was reportedly used by the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150, in what year do you guys think the first rat? I wasn't even going to make this a guess.
first
but now I
rat
just
popped up?
decided to. Yeah. Because we have one more guess, but I
1973.
That's
Okay.
so funny. I was going to say the 70s too. 77.
Okay.
81.
89.
Man, these guys are really behind the times.
That's according to photos.
Union, you know?
It has now become a ubiquitous means of protesting the use of non-union labor. Employers have filed lawsuits charging that the use of giant inflatable rats constitutes unlawful picketing. In 2011, the National Labor Relations Board held that union use of an inflatable monster rat. Who knew that this was such a hotly contested?
Like, it is a thing. It's that a law is against it.
Right. is not considered an unlawful activity when directed at a secondary employer.
Couldn't you just say we're celebrating the Chinese New Year?
You could.
Year of the rat.
While picketing?
My God.
Paul John Staab.
The second.
Staab.
The second.
President of the funeral home did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So now, we will get out of here on this.
How old?
Here's what you guys know. It's a funeral home.
Yeah. What state did this
A woman named Stab stabbed a rat.
A woman named Stab. Again, my favorite Johnny
You've
Cash
seen?
song.
I showed you, so I will show you again.
Who's that cat? He's just one of the protesters?
Yes. What state is this guy from? Because you now have to play the game. Whose home state?
Massachusetts, Illinois, or
and this will
Missouri.
all be up. Go
So
to
there
the
is a
YouTube if you
Springfield,
wanna see.
Missouri. There is a Springfield, Illinois.
And there is a Springfield,
Of course,
Massachusetts.
I
home of
played
the
there.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
One of
you
the
go.
last places I played. That
Is it in
MGM.
Springfield?
It's a great.
This takes place?
So,
yeah.
what do you think?
I say Missouri.
Missouri from Jason Sklar.
I say Springfield. Just kidding. I say Massachusetts.
I'm saying Missouri as well.
Okay.
What are you saying?
It's got
you
like
know.
the overcast sky of a northeastern town.
How many stars do you think Stab has? Well, I'll tell you after this.
On Yelp.
Oh, yeah. I can't
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
to
yeah.
look these guys up.
Oh, man.
This happened in the great state of Illinois.
No! That's wrong.
Yes.
We were all wrong.
Stab has 62 Google reviews for a out of 5 stars rating of
3 stars.
3.5. Just a stab.
4.1. Stab in the dark.
I think they're doing all right. They're like at 4.4.
4.4.
4.8. Well, Larson.
Look how much they take a pride. They're gonna get up there and like, I'm gonna take that rat down.
Everything they do is great except the roofing. But other than that, they're
Yeah.
the tops of every coffin is not great either.
I once turned into a funeral procession. You ever done that? And then you're in the middle of it and you're like, oh no. And it was like back roads in upstate New York. And there was like a break in traffic. I'm like, oh, I guess I can go. And then I go and then like it slows down and everyone's turning. And then all of a sudden I look behind me and everyone's got the funeral thing. I'm like, oh no, I'm in this. And then it gets to the cemetery and they're like flagging everyone in. And the cops like, and I'm like, nah, I'm not with these guys. I'm not with
How
them.
do you
not with-
convey to someone with just
send
hand
my
gestures that-
condolences.
I'm sorry.
When I dug graves, we would have to wait for them all to leave. And one time they had a really long service, and my boss was like, "All right, start." And I'm like, "They're still. We can still see their cars. They can still. I can't. I don't want because you have to get in the grave."
You
And I was
gotta
like,
get in
"I
there.
can't do this with these people still being here."
Why do you have to get in the grave?
The first few inches of dirt that you need to like packed down so it settles.
Why would they bury you alive every time? That feels a little.
Because they
cruel.
wanted me to build my character up.
Just one finger you get out of it, Tarantino style.
yeah.
All right, there you go. That's story one. When we come back, we're going to find out about Jay's special. I'm so excited.
Can't
This
wait.
is Dumb People Town. Jay Larson is with us. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, gang, are you looking for the perfect gift for mom or another loved one? I'm going to let Dan tell you about this because
Dude,
we're so
I have
excited.
it. I have it. It's called Skylight Frame. I got one for Rosemary. She absolutely loves it. It's a great. You know what I love about it too? She doesn't have to do anything. First of all she has to do is feel loved.
That's it.
And included, which is huge, right? Because she's out in Rochelle, I'm out here in LA. It comes with its own designated email address, and I just saved it as a contact.
Yeah.
And I just email pictures to Rosemary. She gets them. She doesn't have to do anything other than look at them and see me, and I'm beautiful.
First
She
of all,
gets to
you look great,
experience
Dan,
that.
and she feels close to you, and she feels like she's up on what's going on with your
most
life.
of the time our conversation is her saying, I saw that picture that you sent, whether I'm in Hawaii or on the road or in LA or just being like, look at this waiter I just screamed at. Whatever it is, she gets to be a part of my life through
does.
the Skylight Frame. They have a 10-inch version. They also have a 15-inch version.
Amazing.
And then they also have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, which is like great because the little part of me was like, can Rosemary figure this out? But it's so easy. It even says like, oh, you have new photos. It's a touchscreen. She just taps it.
She can
see all
tap
new
the
photos.
one she loves
You know what
as her
else is really
favorites.
cool? That you can designate albums on it. And so you can have an album that's just like holiday, like old family Christmas albums
Yes.
or new
Amazing.
family stuff throughout the holidays. And it'll rotate through November or December, or if you're crazy, October too. And you can have like Christmas or holiday photos throughout that time of year, and then just go back to the regular photos for the rest of the year.
It is by far the best gift we've ever gotten. Our mom, Dan's gotten his grandmother. It's so much
It's a
fun.
new way for you to stay in touch with your loved ones. It's simple. It's easy to use.
Sweet and meaningful
Even
gift
if
that
you're
gives
not
you.
tech savvy, no app or subscription is required to send photos anytime you email them, or you can text them as well. It's super, super easy. It's a great way to feel
One
close
last
to
thing
people
I'll say
you love.
before I tell everybody the deal they can get here
Yeah.
is you get an email from Skylight
saying you haven't sent one in a while. Send one.
And it's so nice.
I love that.
That's right. Yeah, I love that.
I love it. So here's
now,
the deal.
yeah, as a special Mother's Day offer, you can get 10% off up to $30 off your frame when you go to skylightframe.com/DPT. That's right, Townies. You can get 10% off up to $30 off your purchase of a Skylight frame. Just go to skylightframe.com/DPT.
I'll spell it for you. SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/DPT. Get this gift for your mother or loved one, and they will love you for it. You want to win Mother's Day? Do this.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we get into Jay's awesome special, how you can support it.
It's out now. We'll get into that.
Is it out now?
Yeah,
it's out now.
It's out now.
It came out on the 19th. Today is the 25th. We're super psyched to tell you all about that. First, before we get to that, next month, Randy and I will be middle of the month in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at Acme Comedy Club. It's just one of the best clubs in the country. Let's pack it out.
Yeah.
And then more
Shouldn't
of
be
our
too much
dates.
snow.
Yeah, more of our dates at Super.
Right now, we have a San Francisco date at Cobb's Comedy Club at the third weekend in July, and
that's fun.
which is great. And then we're going to be in Springfield in the fall at the Blue Room.
Which Springfield?
Missouri. Springfield, Missouri.
Love Which Springfield?
Which
Great
Springfield. And then and then we're going to be in Ann Arbor the weekend of the 8th and the 9th, where my daughter will be at school, and I'm going to visit her. It's going to be great at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. Supersklars.com. That's where you can find all that
You can catch
stuff.
me this weekend in Denver with our good friends, the Grolics.
Hey now.
Yeah, go to danielvankirk.com or come to my show every other Monday at the Cat's Crawl. Irene, too, and myself host a great show, and you can see great comics. You guys are doing it.
We're going to do
yes.
it.
Yeah.
We
Or
won't do it.
you've already did
We
it.
just did it.
Yeah.
But we'll do it again. Jay will do it.
Jay will do it.
And for when this drops out, thanks to everybody who came out to Moon Tower. We loved seeing all
Love
of you.
doing it. Even though we're recording this ahead of time, we're going to assume that
I know.
we love
I
doing
mean,
it.
come on.
It was
Time
great.
travelers.
Yeah, we
Jay
had
Larson
agreement.
has a new special out. Jay, tell everybody about it.
Shot it in Austin at the Creek in the Cave.
Nice.
Lance Bangs directed it.
Great.
Very proud of it. I self-produced it, funded it, did the whole thing, released it on my YouTube, Jay Larson Comedy. Go check it out. I self-produced my last special. I'm very proud of this one. And
What's it called?
What's that?
What's this one called?
It's called Sounds Like Bruce.
Sounds
that's
like
great.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, if you know the wrong number joke,
Yeah.
people have accused me of stealing it from
It's
myself.
the wildest. I see TikToks where people fight with other people, and you can obviously see who the real comedy fans
Yeah.
are versus
Yeah.
other people. Like, no, I've heard. Like, you shut up.
So I cracked that case once and for all.
In
and
the
just-
special?
I just did it in the special and was like, just so everyone knows, it's mine. You
That's
know
right.
what I mean?
That's great.
Which is its own little bit in itself.
Let me ask this. Did you have fun as you were telling it in a way? Do you feel like this is the best way I've ever told this? Or how did you feel as you were doing it?
I was just like, no, I don't know. I mean, I just was like, yeah, it had been a long time because I don't really
Yeah.
do it that much
Yeah.
anymore, but I wanted to put it down somewhere where I owned it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I
And do
did
it in
on
a way-
Conan, and
yeah.
they had the rights, and then, I did it at the Laugh Factory, and, they have it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want this for me.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
Well,
Sounds
and it
like Bruce.
absolutely should be on the radio.
That's what I was gonna say. So
On
has that prevented
Sirius.
it from being on Sirius and stuff because you didn't?
It's just no one has it. Conan has it on his Facebook. On his Facebook page is 180 million views.
Oh, my God.
And you're just like, guys, can do I get any of that?
Can I get a little piece?
Well, so now you will. This is how
Now
you do
I
it.
will.
Watch this special. We say this
Rate,
over
review,
and over again.
share.
Rate,
Please
rate,
share.
review, share. This is Jay Larson is one of our favorite people in the world and one of the
This
best
is
comics
true.
you'll ever see. We say this about the people we have on this show, and the reason why we're bringing you attention to it is so that he can continue to make.
Yeah, this guy should
kind
be
of stuff.
making specials all the time. And let's send this
It's a lot of
special
pressure,
into the
Randy.
stratosphere.
It's a lot of pressure.
All the time.
Also, when you
Every
comment
week?
on
Every
the
week?
special, let me know that you came from Dumb People Town.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Please.
Like,
Say, hey, I
it
heard
always
you-
feels great.
I love it. And it's
Say, hey, I'm a townie and I love this special. Whatever you want to say, give it 5 stars, give it a thumbs up, give it whatever you can give it.
and then
I don't-
share it with your friends.
That's it. So this is the way of the comedy special these days. This is
Sounds
the way.
like Bruce.
Sounds like Bruce.
All right, Jay, go for
Jay
it.
hit it.
I got a story. This came in from Carlene McDermott at She
Be
Be Carlene, a regular contributor.
Amazing.
Here's the headline. This headline on its own, I want to do a movie about this.
Okay.
Entire thing.
Ooh, okay.
Man tasked with preserving Japan's heritage.
What?
It sounds like
That's
a
a
serious
huge
job.
task.
Man tasked with
Not
preserving
even history,
Japan's
the heritage.
heritage.
How do you find this person and say it's you?
drives into the country's oldest toilet.
Okay.
Well, is that part of the heritage?
Well,
Yeah, but he ruined it. You got to preserve it. Here, man.
Tradition. But no, tradition is to drive into the toilet.
I hope he's like, I created some new heritage.
All right,
this
here we
is
go.
going in the book.
Here we go. Whether it's forgetting to flush the toilet or to wash your hands after a particularly pungent one, we've all had bathroom accidents of some kind.
That's such a long string.
Such a
long
make that
walk.
relatable.
What publication is this from?
I don't know. The Japanese New York Post. But one Japanese man's
You have a
mishap.
link. What does it say in your link?
It says it's from Vice. So it's in
Okay.
Vice.
Okay.
All right.
So they picked it up from somewhere.
One Japanese man's mishap has done far more damage than merely violating hygiene standards. And I'm not
Yeah,
going to
but
tell
you
you.
notice they couldn't say we've all driven into a toilet. So they had to go, we've all had things happen in the bathroom.
How can we make this
How can we make this
same
more-
thing
more
relatable to
universal?
everybody?
It's not relatable.
It's not relatable.
This thing is
Why
like,
wouldn't they just go, we've all driven we've all had minor accidents, driven our car into whether it was poles or other cars. We had, slid on ice. This is the worst.
or make a joke of this construct. Who hasn't driven their car into
That's funny,
Japan's
too.
oldest toilet?
Yes.
None of us? Well, this guy did.
Right.
And then you're
That's
into the
great.
story. Do I need to edit this goddamn Vice
Edit
magazine?
it down.
I mean, you are.
Thank you. We're not going to tell you how old he is because we'll guess at the end, this chump.
Yeah, what age?
Whose job is to conserve Japan's cultural heritage, accidentally rammed his car into the country's oldest toilet on Monday and broke down its wooden door in the process.
I mean, he didn't have to keep going up and going into it and back.
I mean,
that feels
yeah,
that's
that
a little
felt a little
overkill.
Also, do you need to save the toilet? It sounds like an outhouse.
Yeah.
Well, it's
man-
the oldest toilet.
That's
dude.
right.
I mean,
You gotta
know.
save it?
The man on the inside. Someone's in here. Just kidding.
My
man.
old bit. Yeah.
Just a second.
Remember my old
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lengths I would go to be like, there's a man in here. Go away, please.
Go away.
You became Stephen Avery's father.
Yeah. He's a good boy. But I am pooping. And it takes me a while to push.
I'm trying to push for myself.
I gotta stand up to wipe.
All right, come on.
And I never get it all. He's so
I guarded.
He's so
I
sad.
guarded all my own.
Sometimes I stay longer because my knee hurts. Like they hurt my boy.
The bathroom is located in the 700-year-old, well, I gave that away,
That's
Buddhist
fine.
temple,
Tofukuchi.
Located in
My
Kyoto.
favorite ice cream sandwich alternative.
Tofukuchis are really good.
They're so great.
Tofu
Trader
cuties,
Joe's
tofuti cuties.
They're mochi, right?
No, yeah.
Of course.
Located in Kyoto's prefecture, which is considered Japan's cultural capital.
Been to Japan?
I have not. My wife has. She said
I wanna
Kyoto
go
is the
so
best.
badly.
I
Yeah.
really want to go.
love to go to
I want to
Japan,
just eat like Subway, like down in the Subway sushi.
Street
that
food, man.
they're like, man, this is the place. You just come in. I read about this place in Japan where it's kind of like sugarfish here,
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
have to eat it as they bring it out because
Trust
the
'em.
rice is warm, the fish is cold, it's all fresh. Come on, man.
That's the one in the subway. What I can't remember the name. Dreams of Sushi.
Hero
right?
Dreams of Sushi.
Yeah.
Hero Dreams of Sushi. That's it. All right. According to local media reports, the employee was visiting the temple on a work-related trip.
He wants to get
Just to conserve it.
Yeah, he's writing things off.
You're fine. You can drive up there yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, I got this.
He was
Come on.
turning his car around in the temple's parking lot.
Oh my God.
But forgot he was in reverse. I think he did this on purpose, man.
Exactly.
You don't forget you're in reverse.
Have you ever had this happen when you're at an intersection and you're the second car and somebody's gone out too far?
It's you pull back a little bit.
But you
they
still
do
see
it.
their
They
lights?
do it. They do
start
it.
going
They back
backwards.
Still
up.
see their
And
lights.
they back up. And and you're like, you're still in reverse.
So
I
you
start
just
honking.
get ready to lay on the horn.
You literally just
No,
sit
people
there.
normally honk, and I just go, "I got a camera."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I know.
So I've had people forget.
And hit you?
They start backing up, and I had already started to go. And
So he has
in
no
reverse.
camera.
Got it.
So this guy has no camera.
I also
No shit,
I
he has no
agree.
clue.
I agree that like sometimes we think we're the only reason that something's going to stop or something will get cleaned up or something. I was at my daughter's track meet and a hurdle had fallen over, and they started the race on the other side. They're about to start the race, and all these parents. The coach is like, he's also the timekeeper. He's
Yeah,
down there right by where the hurdle, and everyone's like, Coach Martinez, Coach, there's a hurdle.
Yeah.
There's a hurdle. The hurdle's down. Like all these people are yelling. Like there's so many people yelling. The race has started. They're all the way over there. They're coming on.
race was to see who would
Right. That's right. There's a hurdle. Everyone's yelling, and he just turns around. He's like, "I know. They're
I got
over
time.
there, you
I got
dipshits." It's like
But people were so afraid.
people were afraid that he was
So
not going to
afraid,
know.
yeah.
If I don't stop him.
So you imagine maybe there was somebody in the temple parking lot. 2 words I've never said in my life. Unless it's like your guys' type
Temple
of
Israel of Hollywood. Yeah.
But that was probably like, he sees it, right?
He knows.
He knows.
He's not going to back up.
He's not going to ruin
Should
the
I yell at him?
toilet.
Don't yell at him.
Don't
You
yell. You
job
always
is to-
yell.
This is Japan.
His
Have some
job is to
decorum.
preserve
Why do you think everyone's
Japanese
an
heritage.
idiot? Give this guy the
Yes.
benefit of the doubt.
Preserve
Jay.
the heritage.
You know you would shame him and his family if you yell at him. Do
it's
not do
right.
that.
And put your shoes back on. He forgot he was in reverse and pressed down on the accelerator. Japanese newspaper Asahi Shimbun reported. So that's who originally.
Okay.
They do that was a reporter?
Yeah, that's what. That's the thing. Though no one was hurt, the extent of the damage was stunning. That's what I say when I get out of the bathroom. Am I right?
Okay. At Sklar Brothers.
Literally not allowed to go into my own bathroom. I have to go in my kid's bathroom.
Jason.
Okay. If that's how bad it is. All right.
It's those snacks.
Toshio Ishikawa, director of the
That sounded good.
Temple's Research Institute, told Japanese newspaper Kyoto Shimbun. So Asahi Shimbun reported on this, then Kyoto Shimbun
got it.
They all jumped in on
So
this one.
Yeah,
Asahi
this is a hotbed.
Shimbun reported.
Hot topic.
Kyoto Shimbun said, "I'm gonna finish."
Well, I
this."
got this. Temple aims to restore the bathroom before the prefecture's autumn foliage lures crowds, but restoration will
To the
likely
bathroom.
take into the new year. The communal toilet. So is this a museum piece or is this a toilet that people can use?
Yeah,
I
because
don't
now
know.
I'm
Says
starting
it's
to
the oldest toilet. I'm wondering when they upgrade it though, are they going to put in like motion paper towel racks?
No, you just
Before
see,
it
like-
was on like a wooden spool, and then nah, let's step it up.
But what does the oldest toilet look like? Or do you sit on like Buddha's lap and then you just
It's
shit
probably
between
like
his legs?
a bench with a hole in a basin.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's gotta be a hole in the
Looks like
ground.
something you'd find in a western town.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Or something you'd find on like the road in Turkey.
Cut to this guy.
communal-
So I'm glad I hit it.
Yeah, sent it a message. The communal toilet known as Tosu, when found in Zen temples, was built between what year and what year?
This is
So if we guess,
easy.
so can the game be we just have to guess a year in that range?
If you fall within this range, I'm giving you credit. And
Perfect.
the range is
we could all get it right.
the range is 59 years. So it's almost 60
Okay,
year
read
range.
the sentence again
All right,
without
hold
the
on a
numbers.
second.
When found in Zen temples was built, known as Tosu, this toilet, the communal toilet, was built between what year and what year?
BC or
I'm gonna go last because I know the answer, and Randy's been
Yeah, let
pinching
Randy
off me
go.
the whole podcast.
Fine, you go.
Japan's old.
Look at this son of a bitch. No, you go.
Really?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. No, I'll go. 658 AD.
830 AD.
I thought we had to give a 59-year
No,
window.
no. You
Air-
guess your
if you
guess
fall
the
in- if you
year
fall
and see
in
if you fall in the range.
fall in the
59
your range,
sure,
you win.
got it. 1280.
All right, get your answers in. One of you is kind of close.
Okay.
This was built between 1333.
Whoa! Good.
Told ya.
I would've gone-
1280.
I would've-
Add 59 years to 1280, you
Well-
get 1339. And what years?
1333 to 1392.
Thank you.
You're in the
You're
range.
almost right.
Almost in the range.
What do you mean almost right? Was I in the range?
You were
You were
not.
not in
You
the
were
range.
out of it by the amount of
not.
years
6
it would
years.
take to get into it.
Right.
I don't know what that he just
Hey,
said, but it
this
sounded
did a
right,
thing.
actually.
Randy knows I'm right.
I know what you're talking
You
about.
were as far out of it as the amount of years it would take you to
Can
be
I
into
explain
it.
how I got my answer?
Yes.
You told us it was 780 years old, so I subtracted that from our current
You're
time.
right. He did
that's
say
700-year-old
years
Buddhist
Jesus,
temple.
I don't want to solve a murder with you guys.
old. Why? I'm good with
Anyway.
other
He
things.
listens to details. I give Jay credit.
I was a federal agent.
All right. According to the Agency of Cultural Affairs, the bathroom was built for ascetic monks, and the house houses 20 toilets lined up in 2 rows.
Sure.
The latrines are
one.
holes in the ground.
Thank you.
Measuring about how many centimeters deep?
Deep.
Oh, centimeters now.
Centimeters.
That's different. That's metric.
Yeah.
So
How
I'm
many
going to
centimeters
say.
deep?
All right, hold on.
Come on. Come on over here.
140.
1,000 centimeters.
That would be a meter.
I'll go 200.
They are holes in the ground measuring about 30 centimeters deep.
That's it.
That's like short. They
Dude,
used to
that
contain.
doesn't stack
I
up.
swear to God, that was my
How do you
first.
get that out of there?
I
Just
swear
20
on
of them.
everything Rochelle. That was my first
700
guess.
years?
And your number, I was like, that makes more sense.
You're like, man, he got close with the years.
He
I think
did
I'll,
get close.
Yeah,
He's like, I got to knock this down just
trust
because.
this detective
What if he was
over
like,
here.
what I just did in there is worse than me knocking it down?
No one's using them anymore, though.
I don't know. They said before their crowds.
They used to contain glass containers for monks to defecate or urinate in, and for Hasidic Jewish men to lay underneath while people urinated or
No,
You're
that's
so full of it.
Put that on. You put that in there. You put that in there.
I was like, where's this going?
I know.
just
What
crazy.
a left turn.
The toilets were separated based on use. The bathroom was built during what's known as the Muromachi period. I obviously don't have
course,
to tell
I would have
Jay
known
that.
the age. I
Wait,
would have known the range.
You're talking about 1339 to 1360.
Yeah.
1333 to 1392 I.M. Of Japan, when the country
Yeah, the
witnessed
Muromachi period.
significant cultural developments under the influence of Zen Buddhism, like the Japanese arts of tea ceremony and flower
Amazing.
arrangement.
Amazing.
How old, we'll end this on this, was this poor schmo who
knocked
backed his
it-
car, didn't realize he was in reverse. He
And
was
basically
charged
ruined
with
an artifact.
maintaining the culture of this entire nation.
But
Instead,
did he
backed
maintain
into
it? He backed
Well, see,
over.
Japan in this sort
Can
of
we all
position-
say the age at the same time so we can't get pinched off of? Because
I'll
I
go
think
first. You don't have to pinch.
I already have my number.
51 years old.
How old are you?
37.
30.
I don't think anyone under 40 is getting this job.
Nope.
Watch.
This man is 62 years old.
62,
57.
57,
Oh,
37.
I said 51. I said
Yeah.
51.
62, 51, 37. Get your answers in. This is the end of story 1.
Okay.
Story 2 coming up is Randy.
Is this story 2? Yeah, there you go. This
Or no, story 3 coming up.
Yeah,
This is
three
story
is
yeah,
me.
we had a
This
rat.
story
We had
two,
a stab.
Jay.
Oh, we had the rat. All right. This chump was 30 years old.
You got to think about the guy's got a career going, but he's not so far along. You know,
This seems like too prestigious a gig. Are you going to give a 30-year-old in charge of all
Well, they're
the
not going to
country-
do it again, Dan, after he backed
the
into
guy's
the
got a
toilet.
PhD, and
He
you
screwed
know,
it up.
All the heritage is at the hands of a 30-year-old kid.
I love how right Jay has been throughout this entire
been
I'm
so
very
right.
good with this stuff. I'm a
Listen,
very good guesser.
In the
If
third
you would-
story, I'm going to give you a little teaser, a little
Give us
taste.
a little taste, a little tease.
You can run away from the police, but you better damn well do it in style.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to see in story number 3. Jay Larson's got a new special out there called
Sounds like Bruce.
Sounds like Bruce. I love that bit. It's so good. I love that it's finally on wax.
If you want to watch one of the greatest comedy bits, Randy and I have said it. It is
all
a
time,
masterpiece.
classic, master.
It-
One
It's-
point,
it sits
2015,
nestled-
2014, it was number 1 on Reddit.
It sits nestled among a brilliant rest of the comedy special, and treat yourself to it. Watch this damn shit. Put YouTube television on your TV, grab some snacks, and watch it like
Just
a
watch
goddamn
on YouTube.
show.
There you go. All right. Sounds
you
like
guys.
Bruce. We'll be right back. Story number 3, Dumb People Town. Jay Larson. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm going to take us home. You
Hey,
ready? All
take
right,
us
here
home,
we
Country
go.
Road.
This is story number 3, sent in by Matthew McCain at Matthew MCCANE. Matthew
Okay.
McCain. Very
Good
good.
one.
A
First
and
one.
E, interesting.
Didn't we meet Edwin McCain?
Yeah, we did.
You did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was so cool.
The
He was
coolest,
so
best
nice.
dude.
Oh.
Great dude. Like amazing. And then I heard his song and I was going to like record it and send it to him, but I didn't. All right,
He's
you ready
wonderful,
for this?
wonderful dude. All right.
Indiana man
Indiana man.
dressed as Pikachu
Is this Larry Bird?
ran from police on lawnmower. That is doing
So
it
a
in
Run on
style.
a lawnmower.
A man.
Oh,
yeah,
sit
that's a good
down?
point.
3 mistakes. Whatever the cops want you for, what you're wearing, and your
And then
transportation.
how you chose to get away from them.
And then they found him by using Pokemon Go.
That's right. Rochdale, Indiana. Got
Gotta
them all.
catch them all.
Rochdale, Indiana. A Rochdale officer may have wished.
Rochdale?
Yeah,
That is
Rochdale.
not
perfect
Rochelle.
Indiana name.
Rochdale. It's like Rochelle, but it's the Indiana version of Rochelle. Rochdale.
Yeah, it's racist.
A Rochdale officer may have wished he had a Pokeball in order to help him catch a wild Pikachu. I mean, come
Settle
on.
down.
So Pokeball.
Settle down.
Does your
Creative
son,
writing
does your son do
major.
that at all?
No.
The Pokemon Go, where you like
Did you call it Pokemon
Did
Go?
you call it
Pokemon Go is like what adults
you
know.
get,
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
all coked up.
I got an
Do you
idea.
see-
What if we
Pokemon.
followed everybody around?
Sounds like what this guy was doing.
Pokemon gone.
So catch a Pikachu spotted driving a lawnmower recklessly through small town
Recklessly.
Indiana streets on Halloween night.
You can't even get a good swerve going.
Dude,
No.
so this is on Halloween night. So he had a reason to dress like a Pikachu.
Also, Halloween night, I'd kind of let it play itself out.
Yeah, let it rip a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's Halloween.
he-
What's he doing?
We're gonna-
I mean, it's gonna be a lot. You hear that guy coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Sits down mower.
Sit down more. And he's not even going that fast. He's maybe
No.
going 3 miles an hour.
Maybe.
All right. So we're going to find out how old he is later. Okay. So this Rochdale citizen who decided to elect trick instead of treat. All right, come on.
my God.
Gave the police.
No, come on. I'm giving props to the
all the
journalists there.
pursuits, witnesses, a night to remember. The police pursuits witnesses a night to remember. According to Rochdale police, officers were made aware of a man recklessly driving a modified lawnmower. So this shit was going fast. You know when they modified
Toolman Taylors.
yeah. Anyway, through the streets of Rochdale with a trailer in tow while children dressed as ghosts and ghouls prowled the streets in pursuit of their own candy. All right, so now
Wait, so he's got a little trailer too?
yeah.
This guy's about to turn into a hero.
Or a
I
parade?
mean, kids jump on, let's go.
Who knows? Maybe he's got candy back there. He's picking kids up.
Sure.
It's a
I mean,
hayride.
this is the guy you warn everyone, do not
Do
go
we
near the...
know why the cops are chasing him yet? Did I
think he
miss
just...
it?
All right, so...
He was recklessly driving.
Also, this...
That was it?
By the way, this...
So he did go out for Halloween.
This headline came up in the article, and I just feel like I need to read it.
Okay.
Cumberland police detain goat for questioning. I thought that was good.
All you need
They
to
got a
know
lot
about
going
them.
on out there.
A deputy located the erratic lawnmower. I think he was driving erratically, and it's a modified lawnmower. You can't take that on
And
the
it's
streets.
Halloween, these kids
It
don't
ain't
know.
street legal, bitch. But quickly realized it was no ordinary driver. It was the rare lawnmower Pikachu. I actually like that when they said that. The deputy attempted to pull the lawnmower over, but the man dressed as Pikachu responded with a
Just walk
with a
alongside
shock
him.
by flipping off the deputy as he sped away as best he could. Does Pikachu have 5 fingers?
No, but Pikachu. What's interesting about that?
Yeah,
all
Jay,
these
you
characters
speak on this because you
is
know
that they can speak, but they only speak their name.
Right.
Pika, Pika.
Yeah, that's all.
Like that. You just. That's all he knows. So,
So
I'm
maybe-
like,
So what can he do? He's
But I'm like,
in character
bro.
here. I give commitment.
You like
but I'm like,
Again,
dude, if you know
thumbs
how to
up.
say Pika, then you can clearly
Thumbs
form a
up,
P.
middle finger up.
Yeah, middle finger.
Right?
Pika, Pika.
Pika Pika. Pikachu responded with a shock, flipped off the deputy, and sped away as best as he could. Police said the, quote, pursuit of the lawnmower Pikachu went for how long?
Not miles or time.
Time.
Distance.
Well, I want to guess.
Distance.
Distance.
Oh, it's distance.
How long do you think it went?
Are we? Because I've read this article, and the guy knocked out the varsity football team while he was in the.
Oh,
he
come
did,
on.
and he did the line. So I don't know.
I don't know if they do it in, because I feel like it's a neighborhood, that they're doing it in blocks or miles.
They're doing it in miles.
Fine. I will go a mile. 1 mile. 1 mile.
What do you think?
God, I'm gonna say 2.7.
1/2 mile.
3 blocks. All right.
It was blocks.
I know. See?
You should have told us it was
the
blocks.
I can't tell you that. For the deputy broke off the chase due to driving of the lawnmower becoming more erratic and dangerous, even at one point attempting to hit the deputy's vehicle. This guy's going after the deputy's vehicle
coming at him.
as Pikachu on a lawnmower.
They're on.
I mean,
Pull over, man. They're
to me,
just,
He's jogging alongside the guy.
by the way, how great would it be if he's actually mowing lawns as he's going?
Yeah.
that would be the
Amazing.
greatest. Just one line
let
through
me,
everything.
Just let me corner it off.
Police were able to identify the suspect beneath the Pikachu garb. However,
As Paul.
and later arrived
From high school.
and later arrived at his home, where after a brief scuffle, so they figured out who he was,
Well,
let him go.
These Pokemon, they be
Then-
battling.
So they were like, "This is too erratic. This guy's trying
This
to
is
hit our-"
my gym. Isn't that
That's
what it
right.
is?
Yeah, it's a Poke Gym.
2 officers were able to subdue the man. Translation: they kicked the shit out of him.
Which he probably kept yelling, not fair, not fair fight,
That's
not
right.
fair fight.
No longer in his Pikachu costume and take him to custody. Police say this Rochdale citizen faces 2 counts of resisting law enforcement. Alcohol or drugs were not to believe to it. Maybe he was just on like a candy high. You know what I mean? Sometimes you eat too many mounds and then they just take off. Right?
Mounds.
And so had been a contributing factor in the Pikachu dressed man's antics, according to Rochdale police. We'll end it on this. How old was the lawnmower erratic modified lawnmower racing during Halloween, scaring people, maybe potentially doing mowing lawns, ramming police cars with it, and then had to be briefly subdued? How old is this Rochdale man in Indiana? Pikachu.
Jay, where would you like to go first, Tig, or
I'll
you
go
wanna go-
first. I'm going to say just
You're gonna
hold on.
steal my number, I know.
He's between 26 and 32 years old.
Okay.
And I'm going to say he's 28.
28. Daniel, what do you think?
I'm going to go with my first thought,
Which is?
but I feel like it's older. But
Go with the gut. Go with the gut.
Should have gone with the centimeters. I'm going to go 33 years old,
Jay?
The age that Jesus was. when
Yeah,
he died.
exactly.
allegedly.
I'm
And
gonna
also
say
not dead.
coming back. I'm gonna say 19.
19. Okay, one of you is exactly right.
Oh.
Now we get to play the game. Who do you think is exactly right? You're going to stick on 28?
No, because I think you would have shown more. You would have been flabbergasted.
Or
if
maybe
I was
I'm great.
collectively
Really? You
correct.
think I would have given it up that easily? I wait
maybe
till
not. I'll
all of
say I'm
them
right.
are
He wouldn't
in.
even
I'll
give
say
up
I'm
blocks,
right.
dude. He wouldn't even give
You
up.
say it right. I say I'm right. 19.
I'm right. It's 33.
Okay, get your answers in, townies, because this Rochdale man is 19 years old. Yeah, you were right. Jay, you were right. But I changed it, and I love it. There you go. That is it. That is the story. Rochdale man going crazy.
What do you mean I was right?
You were right in me getting excited at the end. So your instinct was
You
correct,
read it.
and then I
You
went
read
and
it.
covered it.
You read him better than you read
But then
the
he
story.
didn't read me when I did the next thing. So boom, I got it.
enough.
All right, guys.
The special. It's
Sounds
called
like
Sounds
Bruce.
Like Bruce.
Sounds
it's on
like
YouTube.
Bruce.
It's on Jay Larson's YouTube page. First of all, subscribe.
I'm sure
to
if you
that.
type in Jay Larson sounds like Bruce, it's going to come up. Am I right?
Oh,
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
So very
just
good.
watch it, give it a thumbs up, share it, please, please, please.
I love it, and we love you guys. Thanks to everyone who came on Moon Tower. We'll see you guys in Minneapolis in May.
Dan will
Dan's
see
in
you in-
Houston this weekend.
I'll
And
see you guys
I'm in
Cincinnati.
Denver.
Oh, you're in Denver this weekend. I'm in Denver.
Denver. I'll be in Cincinnati. Go Bananas. in
Go
May.
bananas,
Go
Jay.
Hey, I love it.
And we
Got
love
some
you guys.
Skyline chili and some Grater's ice cream.
I
Do
love it. And
Done.
Montgomery and Boathouse chips and the fresh barbecue sauce. It's so good. Guys, we love you. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.